Jump in, everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening for our opportunity call. We do these calls Monday through Thursday. Monday and Tuesday are always now opportunity days, and Wednesday and Thursday are training days. So and Monday, we do a Portuguese call, which we just finished 1 hour ago. We do that for our Portuguese distributors and business partners around the world. And we get Mozambique to Portugal to Brazil, surely they get on. And then we do our English call, like right now. Tomorrow is Spanish. But if you want to see each call, Claudia is going to put in the chat so everybody can see the website, davedaughtry.com, my webpage. Just click on calendar. And in the calendar, you'll see the various presentations from Portuguese, English, and Spanish, and then training on Wednesday and Thursday. Again, Portuguese and English on Wednesday, Spanish on Thursday. And there's also an education library on my website. You're going to start seeing content uploaded there. As of tonight, we just did a PowerPoint presentation in Portuguese. We're going to upload that. And so it's categorized or organized by language. All right, so Portuguese, Spanish, and English. All right. But that's in the education library. So I encourage you to check in now and then to see what might have been uploaded. These videos, for example, are Zoom training or Zoom opportunity meetings. They're being recorded. So we'll take the best ones, might have to edit them a little bit and put them up there as well on the website so that you can share those with people. But what I hope is that you listen to them and you practice yourself. Pretend that you just went to a movie, you listened to it, and now you're going to tell somebody about it, and you don't want to miss any of the important parts. Same thing here. You listen, you learn, you teach, duplicate. That's why I love this business so much. This presentation I'm going to be giving you right now is a PowerPoint, and this is something that the company put together. So it's pretty generic, but I didn't want to spice it up too much because I want this to be something anybody can get their hands on. So what I did, if you go to your 4Life Connect app in your telephone, all right, just go to Connect. You should have access to these presentations in English and Spanish. You can download those to your computer, send them to yourself. Very simple. I just go to Zoom, I'm sorry, not Zoom, Connect, and I basically send myself by email. I email myself whatever content I think I'm going to want to use in a PowerPoint. And when I get the email, I can open it up and I can put pictures and videos and whatnot into the PowerPoint, which I'll show you right now. But you can use your creativity also and create your own PowerPoint, add your own flavor to it if you would like. I always tell people, this is about duplicating the factual information. The storytelling, that's your talent. When you storytell with someone, you tell them about this amazing company, 4Life. It's a debt-free company, you know, in 60 offices around the world, doing business in over 100 countries, 15th fastest growing company in America, won over 100 awards now. We're voted #1 last year as the #1 health supplement company in the United States of America. That's all in your Connect app, by the way, the videos or the PDFs of that information. So when you're telling people about this, you use your personality, you add your flavor to it, but make sure that you get the information correct. On transfer factors, same thing. You want to make sure you're giving factual information to people, but using your ability to storytell. And that's why I love this business also. I am not a real smart guy, seriously, okay? I'm just a guy that had a lot of desire, ambition, and I was willing to learn, okay? I don't have a college degree. I just finished a call in Portuguese earlier today, an hour ago, with a doctor, immunologist, and there was a number of doctors on there, in fact, and a couple of them spoke. Well, I admire these doctors that go to school for years and years, in some cases 10 years plus, you know, to become a specialist in their field, where I just had a desire at the age of 21. I had a good mentor, a good teacher, and I listened to him. If he said, Dave, you do this. In fact, he told me, Dave, this is monkey see, monkey do. All right? If I do it, you do it. And I would even move my hand the way he moved his hand when I was writing on the whiteboard. You know, in the beginning, I was trying to clone my mentor. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But he taught me to use my personality, add my flair to it, but just keep the information correct, okay? And so that's what we want to do today. But I love this business because I get paid to do one thing: deliver a message to people. That's it. I don't have to run a business in the business sense. I don't have to deal with inventory. And yet we do business in countries all around the world. I don't worry about it. Look at what happened with this coronavirus pandemic. Sales went up. My business went up over 15 million in 1 month, went up, okay? The point is, I don't have to worry about the inventory. Sure, they ran out of some products in a few locations, but they're really good at getting the products out there and off of anything on back order. Number two, I don't have to deal with employees. I just found out recently that over 1 million people have signed up in my organization since I joined For Life. 1 million. Think about that. Well, I don't have any employees really. I don't have to worry about employees around the world. For Life takes care of that. They're the ones that pay the overhead, all the expenses in these offices around the world. You know, where in your country, wherever you are, you know, there's probably a For Life office. You don't have to pay for that. It's paid for from the sales of our products, where the company keeps 36%, and they give us 64%. To us, that's what we get in commissions, divided up amongst your network as you build your business. Okay? So let's get started. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate it. And invite more people. Everybody's home. Everyone's kind of like in a cocoon right now. So since they can't go anywhere, be productive. Get the word out there and get people on these calls. You never know. I had some people come on today I hadn't talked to in years. They joined me on the Brazil call. It was just amazing to see them back again working and just, you know, working with me. It's just a lot of fun. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. And I got to move something here to the top. Okay. I do like to start by showing where I began my business. Here we go. This is a fact, the truth. In 1998, I was down on my luck, and I'd gone through a business crisis. I lost everything, and yet I was at one time a millionaire before For Life, but I lost it all, and that's because I was not associated with the right people, and therefore I found myself living in this little place, starting over again, and that's where I received, in September of 1998, my first bottle of Transfer Factor. And I made a decision, and I'm so glad I made that decision. And that decision was simply to investigate further. When I investigated further, I realized that nobody knew about this product. Everybody needs this product, especially right now with what's going on around the world. And yet, here's a company that's just fresh, starting up, but they didn't have a history. So I was scared. I was afraid. I was nervous. I wasn't nervous about my ability. I knew what to do. I know the process. It's like talking to, an athlete, and you tell them, well, you got to go run to train. Well, they know that. They've trained before. Or a musician, to tell the musician, well, if you're going to play guitar again, your fingers might hurt getting started. They know that. They know the process. I knew the process. So my worry was really about the fact that I did not want to go through another experience that I went through before. I didn't want to make a bad choice with the company I was going to associate myself with. My mentors taught me something very important. You are who you associate with. Therefore, I wanted to make sure that I was associating myself with people that had the right principles and the right values. I knew what to do. I wasn't afraid of that. I was just afraid whether or not this company, For Life, was going to be around for a year, 5 years. Here we are, going on 22 years later, and I'm so glad I made the decision. But here's the point I want to make before I get started here. You guys, it's been 22 years since For Life opened their doors. Every single year, we've been climbing and climbing. We have not gone backwards 1 year. We've grown every year. For 22 years, we've opened markets all over the world. The company has positioned itself and is poised for tremendous explosive growth. This is going to go on for the next 7 years, I'd say. I predicted that this momentum would begin about now. In fact, I was thinking it might even take another year or so, but it's coming sooner than I thought. And that's because of this pandemic. People normally don't spend a lot of time looking at the news, talking about their immune systems. Well, guess what everyone's doing today? Everyone's watching the news. They're at home. They're seeing what's going on, how many people are losing their lives around the world. And guess what they're talking about? How to protect themselves, how to prevent something from happening to them. In order to prevent, you must be proactive. We have a company that is called the Immune System Company. We didn't make that up recently. We've been coined the Immune System Company ever since 1998. You know, it's funny because people kind of, the Immune System Company, who cares? Well, guess what? Everybody cares, and they're realizing right now how important it is and how much they care. So now I'm really not doing this for money. I feel a sense of responsibility. I feel that I really need to get the word out and tell people about transfer factor, and I'm a good messenger. I've delivered this message for 22 years. So I've perfected my message, and I can answer questions, talk to people, and explain in layman's terms. I use what I call the KISS method. You know, KISS, keep it simple and stupid. The KISS method, meaning that don't get technical with everybody, all right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to keep this simple. We've got a few videos you'll see during the presentation. But there's where I started my business, right there. That's the very door that I got a knock on and received my first bottle. And in For Life, we talk about doing life differently. Trust me, this is a different lifestyle. I like to call it a culture as well. I love the culture of working with people, helping people, you know, and I look at people out there, and a lot of people, they deliver products and services, but how many people do these two things? They introduce somebody to a product and a concept that can change their life and their family's lives physically with good health forever or for the rest of your mortal life. And second, an opportunity that can change not just your life, but the life of your family and prosperity. Think about that, all right? Something you can build for yourself and your family, and you don't have to do it alone. You got mentors and people to teach you and help you. And that's why it really is a different life. Going on trips, traveling, having a good time. Ask yourself a simple question right now. Can you do this? Why not? That's my question back to you. Why not? If everybody else can do it all over the world, why can't you? Nobody's any different. Some people just have a burning desire and are not willing to quit. So, For Life is based on three basic pillars or philosophies. Science, every product we bring to the forefront, to the world, it must go through rigorous preparation, studies, substantiation. We even go to third-party institutions, whether they're pharmaceutical companies or universities, to do some of the third-party studies to basically substantiate and validate what For Life has come up with in their own laboratory. For Life has their own laboratory of immunology right in the home office, FDA approved too. Success. We want everybody to be successful. We have dreams. I have dreams. My dreams change, of course. They were financial in the past. Now I moved into other areas where I feel like I can contribute. But if you have a dream, you're here. This is my philosophy. I don't want to get religious on everyone, but I believe that God put us here on this earth to find our purpose, find our dreams, and achieve them. I mean, if you have the ability to dream, I personally think that it would be, you know, really almost like torture to have the ability to dream, but no way to achieve that dream. So here we are offering an opportunity to learn how to achieve your dreams. So success. And thirdly, service. We want to give back to the community. We have a foundation called foundationforlife.org. We've built houses in foreign countries. We've built orphanages like in the Dominican Republic with Casa Rosada. We've built schools like in the Philippines. All over the world, we've given back, and For Life is real big on service. We believe in together building people. Look at the picture right in the back there. You've got people, you know, this is actually a convention where the For Life, they're all waiting to get in the doors. But It's so important. You're in business for yourself. You're going to get your own check, your own income, but you're not in business by yourself. It's all about working together, teamwork, creating synergy. Next, 4Life is constantly making history. The company's debt-free. When I joined 4Life, they had an office in Provo, Utah, a rented place. They didn't own it. They rented it. It had a little warehouse in the same place, very small, 5 employees, 5. Today, you've got about 2,000 employees, 6 buildings that they own. You know, they paid cash for these buildings, and one's a manufacturing plant. The one on the right that says 4Life with the blue, well, they have said 4Life, but the one on the right. But there's 3 of the 6 buildings that 4Life owns, 60 offices around the world, in many countries, and you can see on 4life.com. Just click on the flag in the upper part of your screen when you go to the website and look at all the regions you can do business and build your business around the world. If you've ever dreamed of an international business, you can do it right here. As I mentioned earlier, the 15th fastest growing company in America in our industry, the #1 fastest growing company in America, 4Life Research, in our industry of health, wellness, and network marketing. We're AAA rated. That's the highest rating any company can have in the United States. We've, as I mentioned earlier, we won over 100 awards, 6 Stevie Awards they're called, but numerous awards. USA Today gave us an award recently. We've been voted the last 2 years the #1 health supplement company in America. Our products are patented, and I love this. This protects you, me, the company. Nobody can copy this technology of transfer factor. 4Life owns the concept, the technology. They've got over 40 patents, 36 international patents. As I mentioned, they've got their own laboratory of immunology. Right there on the left, you can see Shane Leffler and Brent Vaughn. Those are 2 of the scientists working right there, formulating the best products in the world for me and for you to share with other people. And the Chief Scientific Officer is Dr. David Vollmer. And I want to announce right now that we will be having a training on Wednesday, same time, Wednesday's training day. Our special guest will be Dr. David Vollmer, Chief Scientific Officer with 4Life. We're going to talk science and transfer factor. And we will take some questions, but they're going to be limited on questions, especially the ones where people ask if transfer factor cures coronavirus. We don't talk about that, but today you're going to see how it can certainly help you prevent from getting any threat, all right, that could take a hold of you. So anyhow, we will have the training on Wednesday. But there you go. There's the scientific team there. Dr. Vollmer is the tallest one of all in the back left. And so there's a lot you can say about 4Life when it comes to accolades and awards, okay? So there's a little bit of reference right there. And I didn't even mention the Physician's Desk reference, which I'll show you in just a minute. Now let's talk about the immune system. Let's talk about transfer factor. When I joined 4Life, people just seemed to not care a whole lot about the immune system, but I knew that the day was going to come where people would care a whole lot, because I've seen everything from the time I was a child. Hong Kong flu, if any of you remember the Hong Kong flu. I wasn't alive during the Spanish flu of 1918, but look at that pandemic. Traveled the world and killed millions of people. And I'm not trying to scare everybody. I am just simply saying we're now dealing with this coronavirus. We went through SARS, Ebola, MERS, swine flu, bird flu, who knows whatever kind of flu. I'm just telling you, this isn't the last time. And if you want to stay safe, it's so important to prepare, prevent, and protect your immune system. Transfer factor helps rid your body of cellular waste, unwanted organisms, but more importantly, it recognizes, responds, and remembers health threats. This pandemic, it's a health threat. Hello. So it's not going to be the last. So these are messenger molecules. For those of you that are brand new, listening for the first time, these messenger molecules are miracle molecules, all right, that are developed by the immune system for the immune system. And I'll tell you more about that in a second. Let's watch this video first.
Your immune system's job is to keep you healthy and sustain life in a hostile environment. When your immune system works the way it should, you feel like you're on top of the world. So, what can you do to make sure your immune system performs at A+ capacity? Unlock the power of messenger molecules called transfer factors. Transfer factors work in a very unique way. They educate immune cells to prepare your body for the unexpected. When a transfer factor molecule meets an immune cell, a biological reaction occurs. Transfer factor imparts knowledge to the immune cell. But what kind of knowledge? Well, it helps the immune cell better recognize a threat, respond to it quickly and efficiently, and remember the threat the next time it comes around. From now on, that immune cell will devote the rest of its life to searching out and removing a specific threat. Think of it like the relationship between a teacher and a student. A teacher shares education about a specific subject with her student. That education will last the student's lifetime. Like the teacher and her student, an immune cell only needs to be taught by a transfer factor once. But because cells only live for a few months, your body needs a continual supply of transfer factor education to stay ahead of the onslaught of threats you face. 4Life has spent the last 20 years perfecting the art of transfer factor science. 4Life transfer factor products are patented, proprietary, and powerfully effective. No matter what your immune system needs, 4Life transfer factor products deliver.
That's what we call the KISS method. Very simple explanation about transfer factor being immune system messenger molecules. Now, this product is listed in the PDR. What's the PDR? Physician's Desk Reference. This is the book. It's like the doctor's Bible. This is where they do research on every valid product, from antibiotics to antivirals and various drugs. But our product is listed in the non-drug specific category. Therefore, you can look it up in the PDR, and anyone that's in the medical community can see our product listed in the PDR simply because it's been validated, substantiated, all right? Therefore, it can be put in the PDR. This all began in 1949 by Dr. Sherwood Lawrence. I'm not going to get into his whole bio. I just want to read the first sentence. Henry Sherwood Lawrence was born September 22nd, 1916. He died in April 5th, 2004. So basically, as of yesterday, he died, 16 years ago, yesterday. He was an American immunologist, best known for his discovery of transfer factors in 1949. You don't have to take my word for it. You can Google it. This is right from Wikipedia. Now, after Dr. Lawrence's great discovery, another discovery happened. It was discovered that when a mother gives birth to a newborn baby, the baby doesn't have any acquired immunity. It doesn't have an educated immune system yet. The mother does, and the baby all of a sudden finds itself in a hostile world full of all kinds of threats. The mother can pass her immune knowledge to her baby by way of that first maternal milk called colostrum. Yes, the colostrum acts as a food as well, it has nutrients and so forth, but it also contains billions of these messenger molecules that the mother has stored and developed, and then she passes on to her newborn baby. And the window is not a long time where the mother produces this colostrum to give to her newborn baby. That's why it's critically important that the baby receive that first maternal milk to basically jumpstart, if you will, the baby's immune system and provide that necessary knowledge to protect the baby against hostile threats. Let's watch this next video now.
I grew up with an appreciation for natural health products, and my mother was an author. She wrote a dozen or so books that have sold millions of copies throughout the years about health and natural health. So it wasn't a huge leap to begin studying and researching for myself products that might be helpful, ingredients that could be helpful. I was always looking for something better, something unique. I I was researching in the libraries, on the internet, really any way that I could. I came across transfer factors, papers that had been written about transfer factors, and a patent that had been filed at the U.S. Patent Office. So transfer factors are small molecules that we all have, humans, all animals. It's the way the mother communicates immune wisdom to her offspring. When I read that patent and realized who the owners were, I contacted them. I knew that we had something different and unique, and I knew that we had to take it to the world. Chickens and cows have such heroic immune systems. If we can borrow that immune knowledge and use it in our own bodies, our own lives, it can really make a difference. We had to figure out a way to get it from cow colostrum to a way that could be consumed by us. We found a way to dry this portion of the colostrum in a way that could be encapsulated. My family, we were the first test market. We had the product encapsulated. We began taking the product immediately. We were the first ones to do so. We started sharing the product with our family, with our friends, and just one person at a time. We began talking to people. And now we have offices in multiple countries, dozens of countries throughout the world, reaching hundreds of thousands of people who are using transfer factor on a daily basis. I made the commitment early on that we would never put a product out that didn't have scientific research. The manufacturing process is very important. The collecting process is extremely important. When we take excess colostrum, that first colostrum is given to the calf. We only take excess colostrum, and there is plenty of it. And then that's processed very carefully. All of our dairy farms that we partner with are USDA approved, grade A quality, so that we have only the highest quality and highest sanitation and the very best products possible. It really is quite remarkable. In the beginning, we didn't really know where this would take us.
Whoops, I apologize. I accidentally cut it off there at the very end, but David Lisenby just finishes by telling us how blessed he feels because he's seen how transfer factor has helped people all over the world. So let's continue on. Transfer factor, it raises your immune IQ. It educates your immune system, again, to recognize, respond, and remember threats. And that's what's so important, especially right now with what's going on around the world. As I said earlier, it was developed for the immune system, by the immune system for the immune system, excuse me. Again, recognize, respond, and remember health threats. Now, for life, over the years, they have learned how to target transfer factors towards specific systems of the body. Reproductive system with Melpro for the prostate for men, and Belvi for the woman, KBU, kidney, bladder, urinary, Vista for the eyes, Glucoach, which is for the pancreas to help establish healthy insulin levels for those that may be diabetic or pre-diabetic. But they've learned how to develop this technology so they can focus and target on specific systems for those people that have challenges that pertain to those systems, especially the heart. Cardio, transfer factor cardio is for the heart. Now you can get your transfer factor by many delivery systems. All right, they've got it in drink. We've got a great antioxidant drink. We have it in protein for those of you that have an active lifestyle and you want just a incredibly highly effective protein. It's a hydrolyzed protein called ProTF. We've got world-class athletes, even the #1 bench press holder, world record holder. You know, he accredits his gains in lifting to taking our protein, and other World Series MVPs like Edgar Renteria and Sam Madison, Super Bowl winners in football. And even recently in Brazil, the whole team, the women's volleyball team, the #1 women's volleyball team, and next to soccer, volleyball is like the next, sport in Brazil. Soccer and volleyball are like religions in Brazil. But anyhow, the team, Daughtrey, they're called, the whole team uses our products, and 4Life recently sponsored that team in Brazil. We've got spray. I take my transfer factor spray. If you can see on the screen here, I'm just in the camera. That's my spray. I use it during the daytime. I talk a lot. Think about how many people you might talk to and you open your mouth, especially right now with this pandemic. So I spray a couple shots in my mouth each day. You've got powder, Rio Vita powder, and Energy Go Sticks, and chewable. You even have a great orange flavored chewable. Now let's talk about the business. Here we are in this incredible industry of health and wellness. It's $1 trillion industry, trillion, not billion or million, trillion. We're dealing now with healthy aging. We're dealing with skincare. We have Aqua, our skincare line. The skin is the largest organ in your body. If you want to see about the Aqua, just go to 4life.com. You can learn about the Aqua. Weight management as well, anti-aging, as I said, and now immune health. It's exploding all around the world, people wanting to protect themselves against threats. So how do you do this business? As I said earlier, it's about sharing the products that you love. You look at the product, you research it, you use the product, you develop that testimony, that bond, and maybe you might already be healthy and say, well, I'm healthy. Great, let's keep you healthy. If you learn about the product, everything you read and hear from other people's testimonies, it's real, okay? So here you've got a product you can share with pride and hold your head high and tell someone about this and let them make their own decision. And it's all done by word of mouth or informal communication. I started my business, and the first people I talked to was my family, my grandmother. She bought a bottle of transfer factor from me. I talked to my dad. He was a bit negative at first. He's not today. He's an international diamond in 4Life. He's 85. He takes the products every day, loves the products, and he's doing quite well. So this is simply about sharing information to people, no different than if you went to a movie or a great restaurant you liked and you told somebody about it. Now, your business really begins with you. You need to imagine yourself where you will be if you had achieved your financial dreams. What would you do? Where would you do it? How would you do it? With whom would you do it? And that's what I love about this business. When I joined 4Life, I had dreams too. And just tell you a real quick story of one of my dreams. Where I live right now, I live on top of a mountain, and it's the highest house in San Diego County where I live. And it overlooks the ocean on one side and a lake on the other. But the reason I got this house was because it's called The Summit, all right? And I loved it because that's what we call the 4Life magazine, The Summit. And it was named by the builder, The Summit. Well, Gabie and I would drive on the freeway, which I can see from my house right now. But every time we would drive from El Centro, California, we lived out by the border of Arizona in Imperial. We drove to San Diego on the weekends quite often, or when we were going to go do presentations about 4Life. We would always pass this area, and I would see homes because they all have acreage. They're open space, 2-3 acres. We got 7 acres where we live, but I love the fact that these hills, beautiful homes, $1 million homes. And I told Gabie I'd love to have a house there one day. Well, guess what? That was in 1998. We built this house in 2007. So, it happened, but there's a process, and it happened because we had dreams and we worked to achieve those dreams. It's that simple, you guys. So there's 7 ways to make money in 4Life. Let's talk about each of these briefly. Number 1, retail profit. You can buy a product and sell it. Now, my philosophy is simple. If I talk to somebody and they want to buy a bottle of transfer factor as a customer, I show them where they can buy it. From my website, very simple. Now, just give them my website. Every one of you has a 4Life website. If you're new and you sign up, you will get a 4Life website called My 4Life. So I don't like to run around delivering bottles, okay? Because that takes up a lot of my time. I like to show people where they can get it. You can have it sent overnight, get it in 1 day or in 2 days. If you live around me, great. You can come to my house and pick up a bottle if you need to. Or we have a gym in La Mesa, California, where people go get products. It's closed right now because of the coronavirus pandemic. But what I'm saying is I move people, all right? My philosophy is building people. If you move people, you're going to build a much bigger business worldwide. And a good example of that is Ray Kroc. If you've ever heard of a little hamburger place called McDonald's, the 2 brothers that started McDonald's, They didn't know what to do. They just wanted to sell hamburgers. Ray Kroc tried convincing them to sell franchises. They didn't get it. So he said, can I buy your name? They sold him their name. They made millions, but Ray Kroc made billions because he put franchises around the world. That's my way of thinking. I want to get distributors all over the world talking about this. So spread the message. We're all customers. I'm a customer, but I also build people. That's my philosophy. So retail profit, you can buy and sell. I don't ever deny anybody to be a customer. I love customers because they turn into great distributors too. Number two, as I mentioned earlier, actually that's number three. Number two is when you sign up a new distributor, you earn 25% from whatever they buy on their first purchase. So if they purchase 100 Life Points, that's 2 bottles. You know, in the United States, $57 for a bottle of Transfer Factor Plus. That's the wholesale price for 1 month's supply. And it's 50 Life Points. Okay, so 2 bottles is 100. That's how we all qualify each month. 100 Life Points. You can mix products, whatever. It's not much. I was in a company before it was $5,000. All right, just to start. Here, you're talking less than $200. To sign up for $25, you get your website, you get your app for your telephone, your Connect app full of content, and you can sign people up. And you make $25 on everybody's first order. And then, of course, the rest of your life, you're going to earn commissions. We'll talk about that in a minute. Number three, My4Life. Give somebody your My4Life site and they make a purchase, you're going to earn 25% on that purchase. I've got people all the time that go on and they buy $200, $300, $400 of products on My4Life. Well, you know, you make $100, $200 when they make a purchase. And guess what? You can be sleeping. It can happen anywhere in the world. Send your My4Life site to someone, you know, in Spain or Mexico or Brazil, and they go on there and they buy products, especially right now with this pandemic. You make 25%. Number four, 25% on your personal purchases over 100 Life Points in a month. That means the first 100 Life Points, we all purchase that for our own consumption, or you can sell it, but that's your qualification. If you buy more than 100 Life Points in a month, you will receive an instant discount of 25%. We pay every day when it comes to number 2, number 3, and number 4. That means everybody who sign up, their first order, rapid reward, 25%, next day you're paid. Somebody buys on your website, My4Life, 25%, next day you're paid. Number 4, your personal purchases. You get 200 Life Points in a month, instant discount immediately upon checking out, or when you talk to someone over the phone, you get that 25% discount. And number 5 is your future. That's your residual income. As you build a team and your business grows, now you're going to get commissions on your network all over the world. I found out recently that over 1 million people have joined my business since I started in 1998. Anytime any one of them decides to buy anything from 4Life, a residual income is earned by me or somebody in my network. I'm not the only one making money. I've got 127 people now that make over $1 million a year in 4Life. All right. So a lot of people are making money with this opportunity now, especially with what's going on around the world. And number 6, 4Life loyalty program. I encourage everybody to get on loyalty simply because it's an auto ship. You can change it. You can cancel it anytime, right from your cell phone or from 4life.com by logging in. All right. But by joining a loyalty program, it gives you all the benefits, which include number 7, the builder bonus. If you're not on loyalty, you can't get the builder bonus, which right now is paying up to $2,000 a month just by having a small team of 40 people. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the loyalty program, it means that if you go on loyalty, and if your loyalty is at least 100 Life Points, you will receive 15% in points every month free. So if you're on 100 Life Point loyalty, every month you're going to get 15 Life Points, and that can be used towards free products. Well, the toothpaste is 5 Life Points. You can get 3 free toothpaste every month if you want, or do like I do. I let it build up. I've got 252 Life Points right now in my account for free products. I can order five Transfer Factor Pluses or 5 proteins. But the point is, loyalty program, you get great rewards and you can earn up to $2,000 in the builder bonus, which is number 7. And that's by building a team of 40 people. We're going to talk about that in a minute by watching a little video, okay? There's your 4Life store right there. That's mine. To give you an example, mine is 4life.com / Dave Daughtrey, or you can put my ID number, 4life.com / 72999. I encourage you to put your name in there. Your name looks better than a number. Your name always pops up anyways, but to send a link to people, whatever extension you put, your name or number, that's what you can send to people. And there's a fully functional store, not just in the USA, all over the world. Look at the flag. It says select country. If I select Brazil, I can copy that URL link, send it to people in Brazil. They click on it. They can go right there and buy product. I don't do anything else. If they buy it, the company ships it, takes their order, takes care of them, and I get 25%. What a deal. I got to pinch myself. I can't believe it sometimes. But everybody gets a 4Life shop, and you can sign people up right from your website. They can learn about 4Life. Everyone gets one of these. Here's the builder bonus. You need to enroll 3 people, get them on loyalty, and have 600 life points on your team. Your team is you and the people that you bring in, you sponsor yourself, so that you and the people on your level 1 that you've sponsored, okay? So if you have 600, so that means you might sponsor 4, all right, or 5. And you yourself have to be on loyalty also. If you do that, where 3 of the people that you've sponsored are on loyalty, you get $50. Teach them to do the same, you get $200. And duplicate that one more time, you get $800. But the company right now, they're not paying $50, $200, $800. They're paying $150, $500, and $2,000. I can't believe it. That's what they're paying for just having a little team of 40 people on loyalty. I'm watching kids that are 18 to 22 years old, millennials. They're thinking, I can go out and get 40 people. They talk to their friends. They build a little team of 40 people, $2,000. Plus, we haven't discussed your commissions from your network. Now you're up to close to $3,000 and rapid rewards. So there you've got $2,500, $3,500 a month by having a small team of 40 people. Here's the commission part. Level 1, the people that you sponsor, you're going to earn 2%. Doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not a lot. If you enrolled 6 people, you made $18. But who's going to build a business that has 1 level deep? The point is you serve your people, support your people, help teach them and work with them, encourage them. If somebody calls you that you sponsored and they say, hey, Maria, can you help me? I've got a new prospect and I just want you to share your testimony with them. Maria would be foolish to not do it, because on level 2, everybody that she helps her people bring in, she gets 25%. You get 25%. Now you're $990 on level 2. Level 3, you get $2,376 on your 3rd level with 5%. Add that up, $3,384. Now add your builder bonus of $2,000. That's $5,384. And we haven't even gone beyond level 3. Imagine level 4, 5, 6. I get paid, I think, sometimes on 20, 25 levels. It's not a pyramid. All right. So there is an end to the pay line. But my point is, you can get paid forever for a long time in this business. All right. So that's the commissions part. The loyalty program we talked about already, getting free products. Now, the key for those of you that are brand new, or if you've been in the business a while, set a goal. What's your goal? Diamond. All right. If you don't set a goal, guess what? It's simply just a wish, a hope. All right. A goal is something that you can achieve. All right. You need to write it. You need to think it. You need to live it. All right. Which means you're going to get to diamond. Diamond is 3,000 life points on your team. Now your team actually is you and 3 levels, your organization. Okay. You 3 levels of business. 3,000. I just showed you how you can do 4,000 by going 3 times 3 times 3, 3, 27. I'm sorry, 3, 9, 27. I told you I'm not really smart. All right. Not even with basic math. But here's the point. 3, 9, 27, and you is 1 more. That's 40. 40 people on your team. You're easily a diamond, and you're making those commissions I just showed you if you continue to build. Okay. Trips. Do you like to travel? Not right now, obviously, but we have great escape trips. We have them twice a year. Sometimes they're cruises, sometimes they're land-based trips. But my family, we've been all over the world, from New Zealand, Australia, to Africa, safaris, to Ireland and England last year. This year it's Bora Bora. I've never been to Bora Bora. I've been to 106 countries because of For Life. So if you like to travel, get involved, have fun, build 2 diamonds, just 2 in separate legs, and you will be a presidential diamond. And now you win the trip, okay? And it's not just one trip. You can win a trip every 6 months if you continue to build your business. I know some people that have been on, like, I'd say 8, 10 of these trips they've been on over the years, just like my family has. So again, get involved, have fun, build your business, travel with For Life. You learn a lot. You hang out with other distributors, do some networking. This is a lifestyle. It's a culture. All right. I love it because, I've been telling people working from home is the greatest thing. I just walk from my bedroom 20 feet into my office where I'm at right now. I've got a great view of the ocean. I can see all over. And I look out there at night sometimes and I see the little ants, I call them. They're the tail lights. Well, tail lights both ways at night. But in the morning, usually it's tail lights. At night, it's the headlights coming back home. People going to work. And I tell myself how grateful and blessed I am to be able to just come here in my office, especially right now during this pandemic. And I just talk to people on WhatsApp, over the phone, on Zoom calls. I've been doing Zoom calls all day long today, having fun, sharing this with people. That's what you want to do. It's a lifestyle, and a lifestyle is something you live, okay? Who's going to support you? It all begins at the top with the company. David and Bianca Lisenby, our founders, they've created great tools for us. Steve, too, the vice chairman of the board, and our current CEO and president, Danny Lee, they're always behind us, helping support us with new tools. The Connect app, an app in your cell phone to send content to people by WhatsApp, Messenger, Skype, email, Facebook, I think I said Messenger, but however you want, SMS, you can communicate with people, sending videos, PDFs. It's a CRM. It helps you manage your contacts. How many contacts are in your phone? Start with them. Send them a video. You never know what's going to happen. I sent one to an accountant who I talked to. I just called her up because I needed some accounting help. I sent her a video on Friday night. She's watched the thing 6 times. It tells you how many times they watch your videos. That way you know if they're interested or not. This is dodo proof. But the company supports us with tools, conventions, just like the one we were going to have in Colombia, and it got canceled on the 13th of March last month because of this coronavirus pandemic. But we have all over the world anniversary events, rallies, conventions, meetings, and then, of course, your Zoom meetings, which are done by your upline, your team, your sponsor. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. A lot of support to help you. All right. So you have to choose the right option. And no, by the way, is an option also. And I tell people, look, no's fine, but I always say no means no for today. I don't think that 3 months or 4 months ago, a lot of people were thinking about this pandemic, and now it's on everybody's mind. Things change, okay? But you have to decide, do you want to be a customer, a retailer, or a business developer? I encourage you to become a business developer. At least try. What do you have to lose? Invite the person that invited you to learn more, and get on these calls. Get on our training call on Wednesday. Have fun. So learn to live life differently with For Life, because it really is a lot of fun. So thank you again for joining me today. We're going to open up for questions and answers in just a minute. We just started our English calls. This is our 2nd week. Isn't it funny? I speak English, and yet I've been doing meetings in Spanish and Portuguese. Well, Spanish for years. Portuguese we started up in January, and in English now. But see, I travel a lot. I go out and travel, and I do a lot of live presentations and events, but we're all holed up in our homes, cocooning right now. So let's do everything virtually. But we're going to keep these events going. We got a lot of people that will participate. I'm grateful, for everyone that's on here right now. Claudia, she's been a great help in participating with us. Gabie, my wife, I think she's probably on with us right now.
Yeah, she is. I was just going to ask you if you can bring her so she can help us close this amazing training. And I don't have any questions I've got Dr. AJ from Australia. I got people from the States. So thank you, everyone. I don't seem to have any new people. If you do, please write me your name. And I also streamed it today for the first time live on my Facebook and started sharing it. There's our beautiful platinum. So we are getting a little more open out there too. So here's our beautiful, beautiful platinum. Let's let her close.
She's downstairs, I'm upstairs. Actually, I'm in Fiji, sitting on the beach. I'm escaping the coronavirus. Anyhow.
Yes, I decided to stay home and work.
So anyhow, Gabby's going to close it out, just giving us some few words of wisdom. She's incredible when it comes to using creativity for marketing. Look at her Facebook posts. You can give you some ideas on how you can share this with curiosity. Because if you just put transfer factor on your Facebook or Instagram, guess what they're going to do? People are going to go look it up. They're going to Google it and make a decision before they even talk to you. You've got to engage them, all right? Create curiosity so they ask you about it. This all begins with the relationship. You gain, first, I tell people, you have to first, you gain amistad. How do you say amistad in English? You learn how to gain the friendship, sorry. You gain their friendship, and then you gain their trust. There's a process, okay? But get them to come to you to want to know more. So I'm going to turn over now to Gabie. She's going to share a few words with us, and then I'll stay on. We'll end the recording and stay on for any questions anybody might have. So Gabriella Daughtrey.
Thank you, Mr. Daughtrey. Very, very good. I liked your training today. I have to, you know what, we have to take notes on this stuff because, you know, we don't retain 100% of everything we hear. I'm a person that has to take notes. And even though I hear Dave every day on his trainings, I learn something every day. I really do. So he's an amazing, amazing, amazing leader. And I've always encouraged him, write a book on network marketing, write a book because, oh my gosh, people misunderstand network marketing big time. Now, we're talking about soon, right?
Sooner than later.
Okay, so we were talking about marketing your product. When you do market your product, you know, let's say you're posting something on energy, cover the name up, you know. Gosh, I can't really cover the name up. You know, even if you have a picture of, you know, you putting it in your drink, and then just say, you know, for more details on this product, I'll message you, let me know if you're interested, and you can get it at my price, wholesale. Because the minute they know what the product is, if you happen to be displaying it, they're gonna go and probably find it on Amazon and buy it there. And it is going to be quite more expensive because they have to pay all the, you know, the fees that we don't have to pay. And now, last week we had the call with corporate. Danny Lee announced that first-time customers get free shipping within the United States. So that is amazing. Amazing. I mean, that's a game changer for a lot of people that are looking to try our products. And so it definitely discourages them from going on Amazon. When you talk to people, again, you know, pick a product that inspires you, that you love, and start with that. And send them a video on that product. Again, I've always mentioned how, you know, being on these Zoom calls doesn't cost you anything but your time. So I know that a lot of places, they charge you a fee every month. I mean, sometimes you, I think you even pay for some of the YouTube mentoring, which is great. I mean, I don't discourage anybody from getting mentored because that is a great way to develop your skills and in everything that you want, whatever it is. You know, whether you like network marketing, cooking, whatever it is, always grow, read books, take notes. Maybe you can refresh a course that you probably took last year on network marketing, or even sometimes I find myself driving my car and I will tune into my YouTube and just listen to Tony Robbins, or, you know, something that's like something that catches my eye. So, you know, this is a great time to share your products because of everything that's going on. And it's also a great time to send out a hello to a friend. Like lately, I've been contacting distributors that are just buying product right now. But I, you know, tell them about the new products we have that they probably haven't even used yet. And I even offer to take them a sample of the product or mail one to them, whatever's easiest. But just share your product if you can. Again, we still have the sample product that 4Life offers for a minimal fee. And you could send it to anyone within the United States. So take advantage of all those tools. Right now is a great time to do your 4Life University. There's so many things in the back office that you can utilize and use. So I encourage you to do that and read whatever it is about 4Life, whatever it is about the product, learn and take the products. Taking the products is actually something more like your testimony is like just explodes because it's like this is amazing. This is amazing. It's changed my life, that's for sure. So anyhow, we love you guys. We encourage you to, you know, gosh, we know what it is to achieve gold and platinum, and I want you to get there. And if it means that we do these Zoom calls, and, you know, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's a game changer, really. Those trips, the gold getaways and the platinum pinnacles, they are the most amazing trips. We have the Great Escapes, which are amazing in themselves. But just think of the Great Escapes on steroids, 100 times better. I mean, if you've been to a Great Escape, you know those trips are amazing. And they really, really, really do amazing on our trips. So anyway, mwah, we love you, and you know, stay safe and keep taking your products. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, I always love hearing some of Gabby's creativity. Like I said, get on her Facebook and you can see the things that she does when it comes to even baking, using the products, you know, to make things at home. So I do want to say this about the business though. You know, I don't care whatever it is somebody's trying to achieve in life, and even, you know, take a sport, even an instrument. If you want to become good at it, it takes effort. Anything that you want to get good at requires effort, energy, sacrifice. This business is no different, but here's the difference. It's no different when it comes to energy and sacrifice, but here's what is different. You have got people supporting you, helping you, teaching you, cheering you on, motivating you, all right? I know no place where you can join a company like 4Life, start a business for less than $200. And you get product, you know, your little inventory of maybe 2 bottles of product you get for yourself and your family. You get your website, all right? You can use it for e-commerce. You get your Connect app you can install. You even have a back office you can access to get reports and see what's going on in your organization. I mean, I was blown away when I was looking last month at my reports, growing 15 million in a month. Never seen that before. But I was monitoring, looking at it, and I still do every day now to see what's going on. But my point is, all of that is yours for less than $200 to start a business and have a team of people around you to coach you, teach you, mentor you. So, you know, get on these calls, all right? We do these every week. Today's Opportunity Day. Wednesday will be training, and this week is product, the science of transfer factor. We're going to talk about on Wednesday. You can see, I'm getting messages on WhatsApp, surprising, people asking me when the English meeting is. It's right now. You can see it on my website, davedaughtry.com. Click on the calendar, click on the day you're interested in, and you can see the time of the meetings. Just click on the meeting. Make sure you click the link at the right time, or copy the link. Or if you want to write it down, put it somewhere. It never changes for each language. So the English link is always for the English meeting. The Spanish link, always for the Spanish meetings. Portuguese for the Portuguese meetings. Doesn't matter if it's training or if it's the opportunity meeting, the link stays the same for that language. So anytime you want to come back into our meetings here, it'll always be the same one in English, the same code, okay? So I want to thank everybody for joining in today. You know, we're so grateful that you're part of our For Life family. Encourage you to invite more people, build your team, build your For Life family. So let's go ahead and finish the recording, Claudia, and I'm going to go into some questions and answers. But again, thank you.